Hey everyone, Dr. Kyle with you again. Earlier this week I shared a video talking about colic-specific condition that many newborns are faced within the first couple months of life. Today I want to take a few minutes and talk about 4 tips that were put forth by the World Health Organization in regards to what can be done during the actual childbirth experience and delivery in order to promote health for the child as age, but also to help recovery with the mother. Now, these are coming directly from the World Health Organization. They're part of a report that they put out called the World Health Organization Recommendations for Intrapartum Care for a Positive Childbirth Experience. I've included the link to that document in this description as well, so if you want to take a look at that. It's 210 pages long, so it's some good reading material if you've got an afternoon to kill. But just know that these are directly from the World Health Organization, and in the report they cite the research articles and the studies that they're using to make these recommendations. So there's 4 tips I want to share with you today during childbirth that have been shown to promote health and well-being for the child and the mother. The first is to allow childbirth to happen on its own. Basically what that means is to, if possible, avoid induction of that labor. When you induce labor using a hormone, most likely what you're going to do is you're actually interrupting some of the steps that the mother's body has to go through physically, chemically, and hormonally in order to allow that child process to progress naturally. And when you induce early, that can sometimes cause an issue. Now, there are times and circumstances where this may be necessary for the health of the mother and the child, but this is their recommendation. And the cool thing is with each one of these recommendations is they say that this is across all ages, against all races, across all nationalities. This is not specific to the U.S. healthcare system or any specific hospital system in general. This is across everyone. They're saying if you can avoid induction of labor, you're going to have a better outcome. The second is to have somebody there with you. Now, whether this is a loved one or a doula, someone there outside of the medical profession or the medical professionals that are there to help you, this is also shown to help reduce stress and encourage a healthier process. Thankfully, this is something that's come a long way in the last several decades within our own health system, where it wasn't always traditional to have someone there to support you with that. The third one is to move around and change positions. Again, this is something I'm happy to say that many birthing centers or hospitals have accommodations, whether it's rooms that have different areas to go sit or move into, bathtubs to go into, birthing balls, yoga balls, things like that, where you can get and move around and keep your body in motion during this time. The human body was not designed to give birth laying in a firm bed, in a hospital bed, and so by moving around, you're actually helping with ligament movement and things to encourage that. Now, here's the fourth one, and this one might seem a little, I'll say controversial or unusual simply because it's such a modern part of our standard part of our delivery system here in the US, and that is to avoid any of the unnecessary monitoring that goes on during the birthing process. Research studies and evidence-based studies actually show that this doesn't necessarily increase the positive outcomes for the child, but it does increase the risk of a C-section being induced or a certain type of hormone cascades again to induce or speed up the labor process. So while it seems like something that would be evidence-based because it's so prominent, in reality, when you look at thousands of studies over many years and many nations, the World Health Organization says that this is not true. It's just not necessary to have that monitoring unless there are some predetermined risks that your doctor should know about beforehand as well. So again, these are recommendations from the World Health Organization about ways that you can encourage a positive birth, a healthy birth for both the mother and child. Take this information. I hope that if you know somebody that's either pregnant, looking to deliver soon, if you're in that situation and starting a family or growing your family, please know that there are great resources out there to help you make those kind of decisions and plan for the birth to make sure you're getting the best possible birth experience to start the life right for the child and for you. Have a wonderful day, a great weekend.